besides having everybody having the same amount of airtime to tell the American public what they stand for and who they are. You know, I think if that happened, I think a lot of these people that have been in Washington for 30 years won't be there very long. Because all they do is they take care of themselves. They're the most selfish people on the planet. They want to take all the money and put it to themselves. You know, if it wasn't like that, Trump's tax plan would have been approved already. It helps the country. If you haven't been paying attention, retail sales have gone up. All kinds of sales have gone up. One of the biggest things that he did right off the bat that most people don't get is we're in some major debt, $20 trillion. In some countries, we're thinking about changing the dollar to the yen. To the Chinese yuan, I think it is. And what Trump did was he released American energy and showed the world $17 trillion worth. We have much more than that, but he showed them the 17 trillion. Natural gas, coal, oil, whatever. Add them together, okay? And he showed the world that we had those in reserve. Not our tactical reserve, but we had those. Because our opinion's always been, use everybody else's until theirs is gone and then we'll have ours. But he had to prove to the world that we had the dough to back up what we've been doing. Obama put us in such a hole that you can't even imagine. And he stirred up every hornet's nest, North Korea, everywhere. And talk about colluding in elections. Obama's done it twice in France. He's done it. He used to tap Angela Merkel's phone. Or do you guys just forget this stuff? He had riots in the streets in Russia against Putin. What do you think's going to happen? Okay, if you're trying to oust him, Benjamin Netanyahu trying to oust him, but they got involved in so many elections, Hillary and Barack, that we'll never know all of them. And you're worried about this one thing with the Russians and Trump. Year and a half. And I bet you spent $30 billion to find zero. To find zero. Okay? Sooner or later, it's going to end. The reason that the Dems have no problem with that is they find another way where they can steal money from us again. You got to look at some of the money that's missing. There's $7 trillion missing from the Fed. Now, come on, start paying attention. That money just doesn't disappear. $7 trillion doesn't just disappear. If I'd have known that, when I was stepped in office, I'd have shut the damn government down and found it. Okay? But this is what after they have the same amount of time to put out their plan. Every serviceman in this country, when he joins the service, he has 8 to 10 weeks of basic service. Basic training. And those 8 to 10 weeks are teaching him how to serve his country. And they all do it. And they all have to pass these physical things. But let's just take it a different step. People that are coming to Washington to serve their country, not serve themselves. The reason those bennies were there, of your pension and your health care and all that stuff, was because you were going to Washington to serve your country. And it's hard to hold 2 households together when they're in different states. That's where the bennies, that's why they were actually put out there, is because you were coming to Washington to serve your country. Well, now it's just come to Washington to make yourself a millionaire or a multi-millionaire or whatever. I'm tired of that. Okay? I'm so tired of that. For a year we hear negative commercials. We hear commercials on everything that is the dumbest stuff you could possibly imagine. And this is what I figured out this year. And I've said it on another video too. I'm not GOP, I'm not Democrat, and I'm not an independent. I'm an American. And I love my country. And I'll vote the people in that'll get the jobs done. I'm going to get, we as a country, we've proven that if the vote's fair, that we have the power to put whoever in office we want to. And that's what we need to do. We need to put people into office that are actually going to Washington to serve their country. Okay? And what I would do is, for 4 weeks, all these people would have to go to their basic training. And we need to train them how to serve America, because they sure as hell haven't done it for the last 20 years. Nobody's serviced anything. We haven't got anything through there other than Obamacare. Okay? Other than that, really hasn't any, Trump signed a bunch of executive orders on it. But I would like to take every person that's going into Washington to either be a part of the staff or whatever, they have to go through 4 weeks of history, why Washington is the way it is, how it works, how your vote works. Because I've heard so many civil people that work for us that don't have a clue. Okay? They really don't. They have no clue. Like, if anybody in the world could get away with saying, well, you got to pass the bill before you can read it. Now think about that. That's the dumbest. That person's dumb as rocks. Okay? And we wouldn't have to do that if the people that actually were in Washington were taught how to serve their country and then be checked on to make sure they've been serving their country. It's like my nephews. I have 2 young nephews. Well, not young anymore, but they've been in the Marines for 11 years. They've been on 5 one-year combat missions. You know what I'm saying? Combat missions? In Afghanistan or Iraq or wherever. That's why they were taught how to serve their country. So I think all you people that pay their salaries that haven't given them a raise, and I can't tell you how long it's the same way Medicare is. But I'll tell you what, Medicaid, and food stamps, welfare, they all went up 9%. But all the other ones, if they got a 0.75% raise, they were living life because that's about it. Now in the military, you can get a raise by getting your rank up higher. But you should also get a cost of living raise. And Trump's working on the VA and on health care for our vets. And having a brother that has PTSD very badly after being a 30-year command master chief, started with enlisting in Vietnam for 6 years. Enlist in Vietnam for 6 years. He was 17 years old. 18 months older than me. And if you don't think I missed him, you're out of your mind. And that's why I think that people that go to Washington go there to service and not serve themselves or their party or the way shit's been working lately, where they're blocking everything that Trump wants to try to do. That's because Barack Obama has gotten information on the amount of Republicans he needs to stop stuff. Guys that all took money from Soros. You know, he'd say, okay, if you want money from him, you gotta call this banker at this time. And then he'd go to the NSA, set that up, and record your damn conversation. Then, when he wants you to do something for him, like McCain did when he came out of the hospital to vote against Obamacare, to vote for it, and keep it in place, he'd call old John up and say, hey, John, I got you on tape doing this, you know, so you either vote my way or I'll release you. So, that's the way it's gotten. And as Trump calls the swamp, if you remember, and you're my age somewhere, Creature from the Black Lagoon, that first movie. That's the way the swamp is in Washington. And all it's doing is stealing money from you. And I'm so tired of people stealing money from me. There is no middle class left in it. He says, yeah, we're going to give middle class tax cuts. We have poor or poorer. Rich, poor, or poorer. That's all there is in this country anymore. They've squeezed every dime out of us they can. So, maybe it is time to take. And you know what? We might be able to find some new blood that actually really has some good ideas. But never could beat anybody because they couldn't raise the money that these other people could raise. Like that guy, that special election, I think it was in Georgia or South Carolina or wherever, where the Dems gave the guy like $30 million. $30 million for a special election because they had to have a victory somewhere to keep people, because the Democratic Party is just like this dust right now. You're just crushing yourselves by doing all this stupid ass shit you've been doing. And you know what? One of these days you'll pay for that. Okay? You really will. You'll pay for that. So, I hope your 90 pieces of silver were worth it. You know? I don't care if you're I don't care who you are. if you stole money from us, it's time to go to jail. Or it's time to get kicked out of Washington. And like Al Sharpton, who we know owes the IRS $6-7 million, he has avoided that for 20 years. That isn't right. You know, the IRS made a mistake one time when I lived in Hawaii with my company. Made a mistake and froze my business accounts and my personal accounts for a month until I proved to them they were wrong. And guess what? Do you think I got any interest or penalties or any apologies? Hell no! They just said, okay. Now think about that. Your personal and your business, all your accounts are frozen. How do you cash checks? How do you do anything? How do you eat? Okay? And that's no bullshit. I use an algebra. I have a BS in chemical engineering and economics, and I use an algebraic equation to figure out how much wholesale tax I owed and how much retail tax I owed. And I sent it in a couple of times, and like third time they just said, there's no way you can just do this and, make these. All it was graphing two lines, and where they intersected was how much I paid each person. It's pretty simple. Okay? But it took me a month to prove it to them. Craziness. And you know what? God bless everybody in Las Vegas. I've been there more times. I used to love to go there. I've been to Mandalay Bay many times. We used to fly to San Diego, have a meeting there all day long, and then fly out at 5 o'clock, Great Western, into Vegas. And then there was a 4 o'clock in the morning plane into St. Louis. And we would just go to Vegas for 15 hours and play poker and get on a plane and go home, go back to work. But it was pretty neat. That was when you got free drinks, free smokes. That wasn't where somebody sitting next to you is going, oh my God, I can't believe you're smoking. Well, yeah, I stopped 2004, so don't give me any crap about it. Don't call me any racist. I taught school for 4 years in East St. Louis, so either, you know what? I did because I felt like it. I thought I owed God back blessings that I hadn't deserved. So don't call me any names, because I'm tired of that shit too. So, you know what? Maybe it'd be a good thing to see if these people have any idea why Congress was made and why the three branches. Obama he controlled the courts, Congress, the executive branch. He controlled it all. That's like being king. That's why he didn't want to leave Washington. That's why he couldn't leave Donald Trump won. Because, if Hillary would have won, he'd been able to still be in his position to where he could spend hundreds of millions on vacations and have a great time. Like that. Just ask Tom Hanks. They stuck him with a big bill on that one. That was a huge yacht. Okay? So, just figure it out.